Data Privacy Essentials. Global mandatory training. How do you respect individuals' right and protect their privacy? How much do you know about data protection at SGS? Answer the Quiz Corner questions to discover how much you already know. Question 1. What is the primary goal of data protection? A. Maximizing data collection. B. Safeguarding individuals' rights and freedom. C. Promoting targeted advertising. And D. Ensuring public surveillance. Yes, the answer is B. Safeguarding individuals' rights and freedom. The primary goal of data protection is to safeguard individuals' rights and freedom with tools and policies that outline the proper management, processing, and storage of data to secure and protect it from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Question 2. What does data minimization refer to? A. Collecting a lot of data. B. Storing data indefinitely. C. Reducing data storage costs. And D. Collecting only necessary data. Yes, the answer is D. Collecting only necessary data. Data minimization is the practice of collecting and processing only the minimum amount of personal data necessary to achieve a specific purpose. It promotes privacy by ensuring that only relevant and necessary data is collected and stored. Question 3. What should you do if you suspect a data breach? A. Immediately inform local data privacy officer manager. B. Wait for someone else to handle it. C. Keep it a secret and tell no one. And D. Delete your own personal data. The answer is A. Immediately inform local data privacy officer or manager. If you suspect a data breach, inform your local SGS data privacy officer or send an email to privacy@sgs.com. Prompt action can help mitigate the impact of the breach and prevent further unauthorized access to data. Understand what is personal data. Personal data is information that can be used to identify an individual, such as a name or passport number. Sensitive data is a subset of personal data that includes highly confidential information linked to a particular individual, such as medical records and social security numbers. If the real-world identity or online presence of an individual can be deduced from any information, it is considered personal data. At SGS, personal data fuels our business, improves our services, and connects us with the world. However, this convenience comes with responsibility. In this chapter, we shall explore why.
Data privacy is much more than just the protection of personal data. It's about processing data in an ethical and legal manner. It's about safeguarding the rights and freedoms of individuals. What does this mean for us at SGS? How can we be data safe? SGS is entrusted with a significant amount of personal information. Information that identifies or can be used to identify a person. This is essential for the delivery of many SGS services. Data containing personal information can also be used to understand customer needs and refine business strategies. Depending on your role at SGS, you may come into contact with a lot of personal information or only a little. Regardless of how much personal information you handle, you must understand your privacy obligations. Ignoring privacy could result in SGS losing the trust of its customers in relation to how personal data is handled. Ignoring privacy may also lead to breaching data privacy regulations, which in turn could damage the SGS brand and its reputation. Privacy is not about secrecy, it's about transparency and accountability. When put into practice, these principles ensure that individuals can make informed choices about their personal information. It also means that here at SGS, we can maintain a high standard of privacy protection, which is vital to building and maintaining the trust of our customers. How knowledgeable are you about the protection of personal data and the world of data privacy? For more information, you can contact your local privacy officer or go to our Data Privacy Hub for all the resources you require to protect personal data at SGS. Let's continue to be data safe.
Next, how do we protect data at SGS? The 3 commitments outlined in the SGS Data Privacy Policy encompass 9 rules that determine how we protect data at SGS. First, be open about the personal data that is collected and used, in which we need to inform individuals about the use of their personal data. Second, use personal data for lawful and specific purposes only. Collect and process personal data only if there is a lawful reason to do so, and always allow consent to be subsequently withdrawn. Third, ensure the data quality. We ensure that we only collect personal data that is proportionate, relevant, up-to-date, and accurate for its intended purpose. We do not reuse personal data for secondary purposes unless the secondary usage is compatible with the original, or SGS has obtained consent from the concerned individuals, and we only store personal data as long as it is necessary. Fourth, respect the rights of the individuals. We respect individuals' rights to request their personal data and promptly respond to all such requests. Number 5, respect the choices of individual. We clearly and plainly inform individuals when we use their personal data for marketing purposes. 6, safeguard the use of sensitive personal data, which we use the data when it is absolutely necessary. 7, we take appropriate security measure, which we will notify affected individuals and local authorities in the event of personal data breaches. 8, we ensure adequate protection for international transfer. We ensure personal data is protected before transferring it. And the last one, minimize risk impact to individuals. We conduct data protection impact assessment if data processing a high risk to individuals. Data collection is the process of gathering information for the purpose of business operations. At SGS, it is important to handle collected data responsibly, ensuring its privacy, security, and compliance with relevant laws and regulations to protect individuals' rights and prevent misuse. Let's explore Data Privacy Rule 1. Be open about the personal data that is collected and used. Always inform people about what you shall do with their data, which you shall be transparent. You must inform clearly and honestly about what personal data collected and it is done with it. Informed consent. Data protection laws often require informing individuals before collecting and using their data, ensuring they know the purpose of collection. Respecting privacy, which explaining why data is collected, showing consideration for individuals' rights. Then empowerment. It comes when people know why data is collected, allowing them to better exercise their rights, like accessing, correcting, or deleting their data.
Whatever your role is, we may process data about you. Let us explain why and what exactly we do with it. When you join SGS, we collect different types of data about you so that we can manage your employment and allow us to comply with our legal duties as an employer. For example, your contact details, where you live, who to contact in the case of an emergency, information about your education and employment history, such as any references, and of course your banking details. Then, throughout your time with us, we gather data on your performance and your career development, including any training or any disciplinary proceedings. For some roles in SGS, we may need to ask for more sensitive data about you. Such data will only be collected if we are legally allowed to do so. And in some jurisdictions, your express consent will be required as well. For example, we may need your health data to ensure that you are safe to do your job at work, or your criminal records if legally permitted. Sometimes we have to share your data, but we will only do so for legitimate purposes and if the security is in place to safeguard your data. We have to share your data within SGS for operational reasons such as IT to manage your mailbox and your IT access, or your professional mobile phone, or OI in case you have an accident at work, or the legal department when there are legal disputes or compliance investigations. We may also have to share it with other organizations and clients to validate your expertise in order to allow SGS to maintain its accreditations, or with clients who may require your ID to access their sites or offices, or our external IT suppliers hosting data for us. When you think about all of this data in different scenarios, it's great to know that you work for an organization that's committed to making your privacy a priority. We take every reasonable step to ensure your data is accurate, complete, and current. We only keep your data for as long as it is required. You have access to your data, should you ever require it. And you can do this by completing our online privacy request form. We promise to collect, store, and share your data safely and securely, and ensure other organizations do too. Be data safe.
Respecting individuals' rights and choices means recognizing and upholding their fundamental rights to privacy, autonomy, and security. At SGS, we respect data privacy and protect personal information to build trust, protect individuals from harm, and ensure compliance with our legal and ethical obligations in an increasingly data-driven world. Let's explore Data Privacy Rule 5. Respect the choices of the individual. Always put the individual first by respecting their right to choose what can be done with their data. The individuals have the right to access and correct their data, request deletion of their data, transfer their data to another organization, withdraw consent, object to, or limit the processing of their data, and to receive clear and transparent information about how their data is processed. How you can show that you respect the individual's choice. Respecting individuals' choices involves acknowledging their requests promptly, being clear and transparent, ensure they know their rights to rectify or limit data processing, and uphold privacy, handling personal data with privacy. Managing personal data refers to the processes, practices, and systems used to collect, store, secure, and maintain an individual's personal information. The management of personal data comes with significant responsibilities to protect individuals' privacy and comply with data protection regulations. At SGS, we must manage personal data with care, transparency, and respect for individuals' rights and choices regarding their data. Let's explore Data Privacy Rule 9. Minimize risk impact to individuals. We assess the potential risks of using the software by conducting a DPI, a Data Privacy Impact Assessment. The DPIA will help to identify the potential risks and put measures in place to minimize their impact. There are several risks involved in using third-party software, including 1. Data security risk that can lead to data breaches. 2. Data privacy violations which collecting data without consent. And 3. Reputational damage which is mishandling data can harm the SGS reputation. To minimize the risk impact to individual, please consider to clearly define the scope of project, consult with Data Privacy Officer, conduct DPIA and access privacy risk, keep a record of DPIA process and seek approval for decision makers. You are almost completed the Data Privacy Essentials course. Data privacy and protection are crucial aspects of our digital age. Understanding and implementing the practices you have learned in this e-learning are essential for your daily work at SGS. Let me see the 3 key learning takeaways. First, data privacy is a fundamental right. Individuals have a right to privacy, and this includes the protection of their personal data. Second, transparent and consent are paramount. Always obtaining informed consent from individuals before collecting their data and maintaining transparency about the data usage. And third, SGS Data Privacy Policy is your guide. The policy serves as a crucial guide for all. It provides a framework for responsible and secure data management. Congratulations! You have successfly completed the SGS Data Privacy Essentials course. Don't forget to send your training attendance form via email to hrsc.my@sgs.com.